I'm joined by case manager Alan Dowson after this afternoon's 2-0 win at Wingate and Finchley. Alan, that was a solid, if unspectacular performance, but I guess you must be very pleased.
I thought it was delighted, really. That was, like you say, very hard to play for wind and the rain. Very hard to play, and if anybody can play or not, I would like to see who could. And I thought we adapted and done a professional job, to be honest. You know, we had a few chances. Having good gets over halfway line, drives on and scores. Good goal. I thought the work we had to Duff and Bash put him under pressure for the penalty, and really because I didn't know Hamsey chose Bash to take a penalty. To be honest, a fair play to him because I wasn't so sure. Because Bash, I think, gets a rush when he gets in them situations in the box. So for him to do it in a good penalty, so well done for Hamsey to choosing it, to be honest, you know. And I just thought that worked very hard, and that's all it was. We're up against it a lot at the minute with injuries, injury pile up. We've got at the minute, and I think the lads who are coming in are doing very well. So fair play to them. So yes, a good performance.
What was your take on the awarding of the penalty? The Wingate Finchley players seemed to protest quite a lot against it.
I thought it looked a penalty, to be honest. It looked one. You know, it's one of them where they've won it. We've had the ball, we've put a possession, a lot of closed them down in their box, if you like, and they've nicked it, and I thought he got shoved over. Penalty and well struck by Bash, but you know, it's one of them. You always see the positive, certainly when it was against us. I might be saying other things, so but we said penalty straight away, and he blew straight away, and the ref given the linesman give it, and so we've got to take him, to be honest.
And once we went into a 2-0 lead, we never looked like surrendering that. How pleased were you with the back four?
It's the first time since Tulsa's been here I've had 3 clean sheets. I think Gailey was outstanding today. Macca's, when he's on form, you know, he's on form. He's played in every one of them games, to be honest. Having good done okay. Our right back really done okay. Our left back, 2 centre halves were a lot better, and I thought Tulsa's kicking, especially in the first half, was very good. And without really, he had a save in the first half, which people forget about, where he might have kept winning at 0-0, to be honest. So, like, listen, nothing spectacular, like I said. He probably put it well yourself, with a good 3 points and another clean sheet. So we'll just kick on from there. But it's very hard to play football with the conditions. That's what I honestly thought, like, you know.
What about just the front and back four? I thought Simon Huckle screened the back four particularly well this afternoon.
He's done it the last 3 games. He's done that very well. Again, I thought Sam Clayton in the second half was excellent. I thought he really worked very hard. He got behind the ball and he kept it forward and all that, you know. So I'm sometimes having a pop at Sam again about getting back when we lose it, and I thought he'd done it, you know, more than anybody in the second half, to be honest. So I was pleased with him as well. But yes, Hooks is coming in the last 3 games and done very well for him. We've done well again today. And but you know, we've got another tough game on Monday night. And I like Tom Hutch was pushing for a place today, but done his ankle in the warm up. That's how I look at the minute. Duffy's got a little knock out there. That's how Birdie's got a little knock. So we'll just have to see what's right and what's wrong for Monday and see if we need to draft somebody in because of the injury situation, because we've only got a small squad. So we'll just have to make both. But fair play to the lads and fair play to them, and we're not getting too carried away, but it's a good 3 points.
What should take with Simon Huckle's booking? It looks to me as though he played the ball with 1 foot.
Awful. The referee wasn't too bad today. Don't be caught as saying that, to be honest. No, the referee was heavy average today. No, he done alright, and if you average, that means they've done well in this league. And I didn't think he was too bad, and I thought he handled the game quite well. But that's a wrong decision. And if he's, I'm going to try to have a word with him. If he thinks he's made a wrong decision, he should backtrack a bit. But you get a booking, and Hooks will get a suspension, and that's what happens. And I thought it was very harsh. I thought he was never a booking. I think that's cost Hooks now. I think he's got 2 games coming up because of that, because he's 10th booking. So that was a harsh booking.
Stuart Duff went off injured. As soon as Jamie went on the pitch to treat him, he called for the stretcher straight away. It was obviously serious.
I looked as though somebody shot him when he first went down, but like all players, his initial reaction that he's very hurt. Then all of a sudden, it looks as though he's not too bad. So we'll look on the positives. If he's fit for Monday, he'll play. If he's not, we'll put Bobby in, you know, and Bobby's fighting to get back in anyway. I just kept the same sort of team close as I could. It's only because Shahid's missed a week's training that he was left out, and you let him come and do a job. And it's not bad having the best goal scorer in Raymond football waiting to come in, to be honest, you know. And he'll get in anyway. Eventually, Bob is just so he'll come in, and but if Duff's fit, he'll play, and if he's not, he'll play Saturday because he's at the right, because he's been working his socks off for us at the minute. So it'll not be too bad. He's a tough lad, Duff's, and all. He'll take a few whacks, and I think his first thing is pain. Then all of a sudden, I don't think it's that as bad as he is. So we'll find out, you know, and stuff like that. So we've got Hutch and Duff off to hospital now and having a check out. So you know, we can't do much about injuries. That's life, and we've got to kick on with them. So at the minute, we've just got this attitude that we're going in to try to win every game, and that's what we'll try to do against Moorgate on Monday night.
Going back to Stuart Duff, it is your opinion that when you're playing one up front, Stuart Duff is the preferred striker to Bobby Traynor at the moment, is it?
It's just because we've won the last few games with Duff in the team. Bobby's an excellent striker, and being an excellent striker for his football club in years to come. And nobody likes him better than I do. But when you get a winning team and you lose 1 game in 9, you sort of stick with the team what's got you there. And when Bob comes in, and he was probably harshly left out a little bit, Bob, because he's come on and scored a good goal against Lowestoft. But I thought we'd decide to keep with the same plan. But Bob will get in, and once he's in and scored goals again, and he was great ball by Tate, a great knockdown where it could have been one of the goals, a goal of the season really. So it's one of them where not preferred, no, just because Duffy's doing well there. Once he stops doing well there, we'll change the shape of the team, which we might have to do when Bobby will play. Simple as that. When Bobby starts on Monday night, he does well. When he plays Saturday, simple as that. I'll just have to find a place for Duffy in the team somewhere else. So it's not preferred anything, to be honest.
We beat Lowestoft 2-0 a couple of weeks ago. Arguably we raised our game to play against that better side. Without disrespecting Wingate Finchley, they're not quite the same team. Is this almost a better result in that context, that we've come to a side away from home given these conditions and we've come away with 3 points?
I think so, because I think against Lowestoft nobody gives her a chance, like nobody will give her a chance against Hornchurch next week. So sometimes the pressure gets off you then, and when you get a result you think it's the best result ever. It's come to places like here, and I'm not just using this because Wingate are a good side and had a good first season in this league and play the game the right way and they pass it, and they could have had a couple of goals today, to be honest. Team, good management team and all the rest of it, and well run club. I'm looking at them beforehand, we're doing some 5-a-side stuff with some underprivileged people beforehand, and I like all that I do. So I think they're a good side. So yes, I think it's a great result away from home, and conditions weren't great, and we didn't play great, but at the same time 3 good points, and I think we'll get a couple of good, we're not in relegation scrap. I think we've just won the last 2 games against Harrow and Leatherhead, so at the end of it, the knee mugs, it's a good result here, and probably is not better result. 3 points is 3 points. I don't go away, I don't believe in it. If you're going to have a football match 11 against 11, you try to win it. And if you can it, then don't turn up, oh yeah, let's 0-0's a great. I've never believed a draw's a good result, never. So the truth of the matter is, you're going to try to win every game. So if you win against Lowestoft, you come here to win, and we'll try to win Monday night. We'll go against top of the table at Hornchurch, and we'll try to win that as well. We try to win every game we play, and it's always happened since I've been at this club. I don't believe in draws and all that, because that's what the game wasn't made then, to be honest, for draws. Good point here, I've never been interested. Good point away from home, I've never been interested in that. We'll try to win every game, so we'll go on Monday against a good Moorgate side and try to win the game. That's what we'll do.
So thanks very much.
Okay, no problem. Okay, cheers. Next one. Cheers.